I'm dead.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. Yeah, that's right. Mike right next to me. You can see him now. He didn't
back.
not show up.
Not show up.
Yeah, it just sounded funny.
It's crazy.
All right. My Instagram. I probably didn't set that back up. Oh well, we'll keep moving forward.
We'll move
Hopefully it's working someplace.
Yeah, somewhere. So what do you got? You want me to do my stuff first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since I've been gone forever.
The only thing I have really is the national numbers.
Do that.
So last week when you weren't here, we were up almost 18,000, and now we're up to another 10,608. We're at 841,547. That is so small on that screen. There, that's better.
845,000?
841,547.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, those are such big numbers. Not.
Well, I mean,
at least we're moving upwards.
It could be worse. We could be slapping on 250,000 a week and getting ready for a
meltdown.
Yes, a melt
up. Decrease in prices.
And then that's I have other stuff, but go ahead. You've been gone with numbers, so go ahead and give us the real estate numbers.
We'll look at these. This is really the closed sales for June through today. We have one more day. Well, one more day.
Yeah. Well, actually, according to your numbers, we have till next week.
4 days. Well, they get 3 days after
which
the last
we
day
know
closes.
they do more than that.
Yeah, they kind of edge it over. But 284 closings so far this month. Lower than last month, but last month we were about the same place and wound up ending after the 4 days went by in the 300s. 372 pending sales and a big old 714 whopping listings.
Yeah, and everything I've seen is kind of a slowdown this month because of the oil and everything else. Yeah. And oil was last week dropped on Friday below $67 a barrel. Now it's back up to close to 70 and low over that because of the fun that's going on over there right now.
Well, we really don't mean that we want to agree to anything.
Oh no, we do, but we want to control the straits still. The problem is you got the Revolutionary Guard who's trying to control things, and they don't have the power. So what do? They lob a grenade or whatever. Okay, it's more than it's a drone, but that's basically what they're doing to say we're still here and we're in power. And that's the problem.
I heard
that'd be like the Democrats trying, they're not in power and they keep throwing stuff. I'm not knocking Democrats. I'm just making a statement.
Yeah, exactly. It's, just can we all get along? Let's just get along.
Yeah.
I heard Bruno Mars canceled his concerts in Ukraine because he really doesn't want to catch a grenade for us.
Okay. What is that supposed to be funny?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know people do concerts in Ukraine, especially during a war. Definitely during wartime. That's been going on for 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah. What other numbers you got?
I thought you had more. They had state.
I do. I mean, I've got state. We've week ending last week, June 20th, 459 closed sales per day, 515 pending sales per day, and 643 new listings per day. All are down, 17 to 20% from the previous week. So things, like you said, you can see things are slowing down a little bit.
Well, I just think what month are we in? June. The month of June, which is normally a somewhat busier, but not really crazy, because that's when a lot of people go on vacation and because kids are out and they come back, and then July 4th weekend shows up, and then after that it gets really busy until August.
Yes, and then after July 4th, summer is dead. Pretty much gone in like 2 weeks.
You say this? No, it's not gone till October.
I know, but it feels like 2 weeks. They're like, oh, all the summer's gone.
Yeah. All right. And then what else so the Dow was up about 221. The 10-year sitting at 4.3823. That's up about 1 basis points. Remember, we were above 450 during the major wartime.
Right.
And then our rates are worse by 3 basis points, but they were better last week. Yeah.
I was hearing, actually listened to you during the camping session with the granddaughters.
It must have been pretty boring then.
No, it was like they were still asleep. And I'll think, I'll just put it on, see what Ed's talking about. So it sounded like things were doing fairly well last week.
It was doing okay. It wasn't, I mean, the numbers were going down, and they were going down. It's just, people are nervous about what's going on. And, yeah. So the Wall Street Journal put out an article, and I'm going to read it. It says, why you're probably overpaying for your mortgage. They compare borrowers' rates to the benchmark bank rate. Get that? There was two rates in there because one's called the name. They said about 80 to 90% of borrowers overpay for the mortgage because most went with a first rate option presented to them and they didn't shop. That's not the case. People usually go with the first person that they talk to just because that's how they do it. They don't go any further.
Right.
But doesn't mean we don't make money off of the rate. People don't understand that. We don't make money off the rate. We make money off of the loan amount. So if we can get your loan amount up, that's all we're going to do. I'm just kidding. But that's how we make our money. It's a certain percentage no matter what. And we can't change it per borrower to make more money. Back in the day, prior to 2006, we could.
Yeah.
It was however your negotiating skills were is how good your rate was. That's not how it is today. It's fixed. Now, some companies charge more. Pretty much just think if they advertise on TV, they have to pay for it somehow, and you are paying for it. We'll just
it's not them.
Yeah, so I just be careful out there. So don't listen to that noise from them. They just need an article. It's summertime. They don't have much stuff to talk about. So what are they going to do? Pick on people getting mortgages and rates.
Exactly. And they had an idea for a story, and they probably didn't research much of it.
Yeah. ICE. So there's ICE. They should change the name. ICE released their home price index for June, showing homes increase.
Wait, what's ICE?
That's the name of the thing now. Yeah, it's almost like CoreLogic, but it's different. Showing that homes increased by in value by 100. See, you messed me up.
Sorry,
it's always your fault.
I know.
So the home price index for June showed that homes increased in value by 1.32% year over year nationwide, which is up from 1.03% in May. Most importantly, homes appreciated by 0.29% in June, which is seasonally adjusted figure. Basically, they're saying that it's an annualized increase nationwide of 3.5%. That still means we're going up.
Yep.
That's the positive thing. We've not went backwards since we've been going through what we've been going through for the last 6, 7, 8 years.
Which so many people, I've written a few articles saying that these prices are going to start falling downward. And maybe they do in some various states or sections of states where they've got a
not in California.
But not in California. We just don't have a glut.
I had an agent who I've had people like, I hope the values come in lower. And I'm like, they're not going to be. They're purchases. They want the appraisal coming lower so they can get the price down and the rate and their payment down and all that. And they keep going, I hope it comes in lower. None of them have. And I had one that came in $100,000 over asking.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that. And
that's just happened like last week. I didn't really say it. That was a different one. What I'm getting, So what I'm getting at is when people, that was a refinance.
Okay.
This was a purchase. Yeah. And it was, people are thinking houses, just because where the market is, that it's depressed on property values. It is not. In California, there's only so many homes. There's only so many listings. There's only so many people can buy a home. What I mean by that is if you have 10 people looking at a house, if you have 2 people looking at a house or just one can only buy it.
Yep.
You can't have multiple people buy it unless they're on the same contract and on the same application.
And here's one of the interesting things I look at when representing buyers is, you get something that comes on the market right away. Boom. You go look at it the day it hits the market. Buyer always asks, how much less can we offer? Only time will tell.
Yeah. Right.
But if you wait, it's probably going to be gone.
How about this? Write the offer and let the appraisal bring it down. If it's going to bring it down.
I never say, the appraisal will bring it down.
Yeah.
They're not.
Not in this market. There's not enough homes. Yeah. I mean, people aren't going, here's some cash, take my home. Here's a car in the driveway. Take this house.
Those days have passed and they may return. Not in my lifetime.
Before I forget, we have some reports later this week. But remember, we're not here on Friday.
Yep.
And probably Thursday. Don't know yet.
Okay.
Because it is holiday week.
Yes, it is.
4th of July is on Saturday. That means Friday is a day off.
50th birthday.
That's right. I got to go get the cake still and all the candles. Tuesday is Case-Shiller and FHFA appreciation reports and your favorite JOLTS for jobs. Wednesday is ADP employment report. job cuts, which is the Challenger job cuts report, and the mortgage applications. Thursday is the BLS jobs report and jobless claims. I don't know if I'll be here Thursday. I won't know.
Labor
statistics. Yes. So the highlight of the week will be the jobs data. Their markets are expecting around 110,000 jobs to be created for the month of June in both ADP and BLS jobs report. Additionally, the unemployment rate is expected to remain at 4.3%. So anything outside of that will move the market one way or the other. But that's just where we're at. I mean, I want to go by the values, but I'm just saying, understand that. Don't think they're going to we're not in that market. We're not Texas. We're not Florida. We're not in some of those places where they had a lot of houses on the market. And even Florida's turned around in some of the places.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't get people thinking, oh, the appraisal will bring it in lower.
Well, they hoping. I mean, I had a manufactured home and they're like, oh, they wrote the offer for what they're asking us. I'm like, I looked around. There is no other. It's worth it. And guess what? It came in at
value.
Yes, exactly. But that other one, I was like, holy cow.
$100,000 is a lot.
Because I asked the agent, what do you think came in at? And she had dropped it by $50,000. I'm like, you're only $150,000 off the wrong way.
Ooh, that stings.
But not for the buyer.
No, it doesn't sting for the buyer, but she wasn't getting, did she just have the one offer?
No, she's the buyer.
Oh, the agent is the buyer. Gotcha. I understand.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the difference is that's what I'm saying, as you never know in this market, don't think the value is going to come in lower, no matter where it's at. Certain places that, they have seasonal, like Tuolumne County, Calaveras, potentially, but people are still buying places to get away from people and this and that. And don't think they're just dropping. First of the year, when it was a slowdown, maybe you got a little bit off, but the values all came in. They didn't come in lower.
I think the last time I saw an appraisal come in low, maybe 2012, 2013.
Well, I haven't seen one in a while because I mean, I do a lot of VA and they'll call me with Tidewater. And it's like, guess what? I've been doing it for 22 years and never heard the word Tidewater.
Really?
Yeah. Because I never had one come in low.
Oh.
But that was what they call it. I'm like, that's a dumbest name for the value.
It has to do with
Tidewater issue.
The location it first happened, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I read something about it as Tidewater, Pennsylvania, or something.
Oh, really?
Like that. Yeah.
I was going to say, because it can't be a Navy term.
It could be.
No, it's not. I'm going to tell you, it's not a Navy term.
Yeah, but it has to do with water.
And the other thing is, if you're buying, this is a totally different transaction, but if you're buying a VA and it has a well, we need a clean well.
Yeah.
And if you're the selling agent and you've been around forever, don't think just because one of them came in, because they look at two of the cholera and the other thing.
Chloroform.
I always say chloroform.
Yeah, it's coliform and the
other thing.
Well, nitrates is
no,
one.
It's not nitrates. It's the other thing that's for bacteria.
Yeah, it's the poops.
And it's like this. They sent me the test and this failed for these reasons.
Yeah.
It's okay. They only care about the E. coli. There's a word I was looking for.
Yeah. No, they don't.
And no, they don't. They look for both of those. They have to be 0.
Yeah.
And it's easy fix. They just have to come out, dump a bunch of I want to say chlorine or whatever in it, and then run the stuff in the house, come back the next day, get the water, send it in for the test. But just understand, if you have a well, you're going to want to have no matter who's buying that, get a clean test for water, period. Because otherwise you're doing your borrowers a disservice.
Exactly.
Because they're going to be drinking horrible water. And then the listening is, well, us on wells, we're healthier than everybody else. Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Because you don't have someone coming out constantly testing your well saying you have water issues.
Yeah. Yeah, and it can happen. I mean, you can be clean for a while and then boom, nothing.
Well, again, remember, you're doing and you don't know what's going on upstream.
Yeah.
That's why coolers taste so well.
Yeah, it's the water and a lot more.
Yeah. You just hope they get it from upstream and not downstream.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's pretty much it.
Cool.
We talked about the Wall Street Journal thing. Still, the frauds going on, with be careful with the wire fraud and all that fun stuff out there.
It's crazy. They get more and more sophisticated every day.
And I'm dealing with a refinance with private money seconds. And this is this guy was really taken advantage by this mortgage company. They put him into a private money, and the private money is split by two individuals who hold, one put in 250,000, then one put 150,000 in. That made the full mortgage originally. And they are a pain in the, to get to, we need this payoff to include this. And it takes weeks because there are private money. Well, the biggest problem is there was no reason he should have been in a private money to begin with.
In the first place?
He has amazing FICO score. He's got the income. They added, somebody else on there, and there's no reason that he should be in this at all. And on top of that, they moved it to where it looked like the other person was it was like an investment property, because technically we say you can't do private money on primary residence, which is technically not true. You can, but all these things come into play that everybody stopped doing it because it's just easier to say it's illegal. But they did it, and they shouldn't have done it. And that is the worst thing they did for this guy. And the worst part is he's about your age. So guess what that could be?
Yeah.
What's that called?
Fraud?
No, elder abuse.
Oh, elderly abuse. Yeah. I'm not that old.
It doesn't matter. It's over once you're over 62 or whatever.
Like
yeah. It doesn't matter how, but back in the day, my grandfather died when he was 62 and he looked old. I mean, that's the problem. Today is, you don't never know.
You don't. Hair gives it away for me, though. It's pretty much it.
What does?
My hair.
Why?
Because my grandkids all these last 2 weeks are like, Grandpa, your hair is so white. It makes you look so old.
You know why? You guys scared me when you came out.
Exactly.
It was your fault.
Your fault.
All right, I'm done.
Have a great Monday, everybody.
This is much longer when you're here.
I don't know that I add much, but it is longer.
Just the facts, Jack.
Yeah. You guys make it a great Monday. Go out there and be fruitful.
Fruitful? Who wants fruit?
Oh, I like fruit.
I do too, but be careful. Don't eat too much pineapple. You get canker sores. All right. Make it a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.